Good afternoon. Welcome to Trust Life with Louise Hay and EFT, how to implement it. So I've been away for a bit. Yes, I've been here, but there's been lots of stuff going on, and I've kind of stepped away from my practices for a little bit. I've stepped back into the EFT a lot because there's been lots shifting, and I've been feeling a lot of things, and this is the energy of yin time right now in the winter and the fall and the winter, where we're going inside and we're feeling stuff, and instead of trying to fix it and trying to be happy and cheerful and joyful, I went inside to really feel it and to really see and observe what was going on without judgment and without saying, oh, you should be doing this and you should be doing that and you should be being more productive. I slept a lot. Again, we're releasing things. We're letting things go. We're feeling what we feel. That's really, really critically important. Because as we feel what we feel, Dr. Candace Pert, a psychoneuroimmunologist, she said, and she and her researchers she wrote a book called The Molecules of Emotion. And one of the things that she says is that the human body is the subconscious mind. So the things that we're feeling in our bodies, the pain, the dis-ease, all of those things are manifestations of our subconscious minds. And it doesn't mean that we created them or that we're bad or that we're victim blaming or anything. It's simply a matter of the idea and the concept and the truth that as we think about things and whatever we focus on has an actual physical effect on our bodies. And so there's many scientists now that are discovering that. And so if the things that we think have an effect on our bodies, the things that we choose to shift and adjust can also have an effect on our bodies. And healing can happen in that manner. And there's many scientists now with PhDs from real universities who are discovering things like this and bringing it to light. And it's such an empowering concept because we don't have to look so much for fixes out there as we can get information from out there and then bring it back into our bodies and do what we can. And as we learn and as we grow and as we become more insightful and feel our bodies and receive our bodies, we have the ability to allow things to shift and adjust and release. And there's healing in that. So today, November 17th, Louise says, all that I seek is already within me. She says, your security is not your job or your bank account or your investments or your spouse or your parents. Your security is your ability to connect with the cosmic power that creates all things. I like to think that that power within me that breathes in my body is the same power that provides all I need. And just as easily, that provides all that I need and just as easily and simply. So as our bodies breathe and our hearts beat, feels simple and easy. Same thing, the power that created all of this creates and provides for us everything we need. The universe is lavish and abundant, and it is our birthright to be supplied with everything we need, unless we choose to believe it to the contrary. So it can be difficult, and I utilized EFT a fair bit in the last 10 days, just tapping and feeling fear and feeling anger and feeling frustration and feeling agitated. So as these feelings come up, I wasn't tapping to say, oh, go away, I want to feel better. I was tapping to go, okay, I'm going to listen. I'm going to receive this. What is it? And I felt a lot of anger come up. I felt a lot of agitation. I felt a lot of grudge. I can't even really express in words some of the things that I felt because I couldn't understand exactly what I felt, but my body was really feeling them. In one of the groups that I'm on, somebody said, I've just been out of my body. And I thought, what a great way to put it. I've just been detached from, but actually not so much. I've been more attached to it but I don't have a vocabulary for how it was feeling. I was just riding a storm of stuff that was asking to emerge. And as I tapped on it and said, I'm feeling afraid about this, I'm feeling angry about this, I'm feeling afraid about this, as I had a vocabulary for it and tapped on it, it moved. But it wasn't, and there were some times when it got bigger and bigger. And so as we tap and as we bounce in the Qigong practice and as we move our bodies in all these practices that connect and intertwine with each other, it brings in peace, it brings in contentment, it brings in function. I've got a webmaster now helping me with my website and creating some different changes in it. And as soon as I've got that up and running so that I can actually send you to a place that is functional in the way I want it functioning, I will be starting an EFT and Louise Hay practice group where we get together for an hour once a week and we talk about the things that are coming up for us and we tap on them. We find those roots. We peel off the layers and find where they came from and tap and release them. And as we tap together, even if we're tapping on Mary's issues or we're tapping on my issues, as we tap together, we release similar things in our bodies and we all borrow the benefits. So I'll start announcing when my website is up and we'll start tapping together in more specific and directed manners. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. Namaste.